Well, after all that, I ended up home alone instead of out on a date. Sometimes I'm the problem. I know that. Sometimes it's me, but sometimes it's not me. I had a few red flags. Now, my YouTube community told me, Joy, don't go. Don't go. I said, y'all, at some point, I got to give somebody a chance. I can't automatically cancel every single person because I get the ick real quick. We'll see how the date go, and we'll go from there. But we didn't make it to the date. It was already decided, agreed upon. He was going to be picking me up for this date. Now, before anybody get the in on it, listen. The man lived an hour away. We matched on Hinge, but we matched when he was in Orlando. He says he comes into the city every other week or so, hang out, go out. Where he lives, not a lot of us. It's just not a lot going on. Closest city to him is Orlando. He comes to Orlando every other week or so. Now, you know we matched because you was in Orlando. You're an hour away. You know that. The place he says we going for this dinner date, based on the city that he's in. Matter of fact, let me look it up right now because we would have been going around this time. From where he lives to the place that we were going, right now it says it's 55 minutes away. Keep that in mind. I gave him the address to the outside part of the community. He was never going to be able to get in the gate. He wasn't getting no codes, none of that. And I didn't want to drive. So he texted me this afternoon, making small talk. He finally asked, I'm still picking you up? I said, as far as I know, did something change? He said, no, not on my end. I said, okay, good. And I sent him the address to come to. He responds, wow, you're up there. Yeah, in Orlando, where you said you were coming, where you said you come to every other week. Maybe like 5 or 6 minutes, and he says, that's too far for me, unfortunately. I said, okay. All I can say is we're just going to take it as God's protection. Because the red flags that I said I was going to ignore because I can't say no to everybody and I eventually got to try to like somebody, God was like, but not that one. That's not your husband. And here's the thing. This is what doesn't make sense. Where he lives to the restaurant we're supposed to be going to, 55 minutes. Where he lives to the address that I gave him, an hour and 8 minutes. It would have taken you an extra 13 minutes to come get me. It would have been a good time to us have some conversation in the car before we get to the restaurant where it might be loud and a lot going on. But okay. But here's the other thing that doesn't make sense. You know where you live. You know I live in Orlando. If the date went well, if we wanted to see each other again, you think you was never going to want to come to my house? Or I was never going to want to come to yours? If you're never going to come to my house because I'm up here and that's too far, unfortunately, there's no sense of us going on a date. I wasn't going to press the matter. Have a good night, sweets. So it looks like the 30-something and single series isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Sometimes it's me, y'all, but sometimes it's not.